Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and try to fill in some of these pockets with the darker color, which is the figure for the Space Invader, the blue. And I'm going to go ahead and, you know, I'm going to, let's see, I think I'm going to start right here. I'm going to go ahead and start right here. And here's the thing. You know, it's not going to be perfect mathematically decided, like how many layers and how many rows and what have you. So what I would suggest is just look at the first row on the bottom and try to do the opposite of that. So you can see right here that I have this last piece right there, right? You see how it goes under, over, under. So I'm going to do the opposite so that way it locks in. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just go ahead and just start right here. Right here. I'm going to go under. I'm just going to start right there. Over, under, over. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick up this yarn right around here. Right? I'm going to just, for the interlocking, because we have to interlock. And I'm going to share this warp string right here. That's where I'm going to do the interlocking. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to leave a little bit of this hanging out right here. Right here. Later on, I will tuck this in. Later on, we will tuck this in. So now I'm going to go back, and I have to go ahead and go in between. Oops. Yeah, let me not get right. Yeah, you got to be careful not to stitch right into the fibers of a previous yarn. That's what I had here. Okay. So here I am. Now, I don't want to pull too tight. I want to just get it just right. That's all. I know I have some loose strings here. We're going to have to push those in. So I'm over here and I'm interlocking on this warp string right here. So if you follow it down, there it is. And I'm interlocking there. And what I'm trying to say is as you go through here, try to be careful not to stab and go through the middle of a previous yarn, or to go through, you know, the warp strings either. So it's a little tricky because we're kind of putting this in. Okay, so now I need to, right here, I gotta find the next piece, and that's going to be right there. Found it. And we're going to squish this down, right? Because that's what we want to do. We want to make it compressed. This can be a little bit of a challenge, trying to find the in-betweens on both sides, but you know, just do it. Just be patient, observe what you're doing, and you're going to be fine. And there we are. Right there. Remember, you don't need to pull tight, you just need to have it taut, but you don't need to pull it extremely tight. I'm going to push this up a little bit because I do need to pack this in. And so you can see that this is a challenge. I think I'm going to do just one more here. And so on this little square, I'm doing interlocking on both sides. It's kind of tricky to find that loom right there. There we go. All right, and then I think on my way back, this will be the last. And now, let me do this. And now, on my way back, this will be fine. So let's see. And yeah, you've got to come in here and really look at what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to go back in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going so that I can cross over and start this black dark piece here. And to do that, I have to find now the other warp string down here. I'm going to share this warp string. All right. So now when I compress everything, holding the warp strings and pushing down, you can see how I've got already this little square right here. And so I went zigzagging all the way up, interlocking on 2 here, and now I'm going to jump over, and I wove all the way across, and now I'm going to zigzag up here. And then I'll probably go across and across. Okay?